You're listening to the Health Powered Productivity Podcast by RaderCo. I'm Marcey Rader, founder and chief productivity lead. This podcast aims to give you and your team bite-sized, time-saving, focus-boosting, health-improving tips you can implement immediately. Now, on with the show. Ever find yourself so swamped that you barely have time to grab a bite, let alone hit the gym? We've all been there. So let's talk about the magic of snacking. Not just food-wise, but life-wise. We are all experts at food snacking, right? You're running from meeting to meeting, so you grab a banana or a protein bar, or one of my favorites, the 100-calorie snack pack of almonds. Takes a minute to eat them, maybe 5, but it does the job. It sustains you. It energizes you. You look forward to it. You feel better when you're done eating it. And guess what? We often fit these tiny munch moments into our day without a second thought. The same goes for how we consume media. We don't have time for a 3-hour movie epic on a Tuesday evening, but we still want to wind down. We opt for a 30-minute episode of our latest Netflix obsession. Mine would have been Schitt's Creek. We can't listen to an entire album. Quick Spotify shuffle for our favorite tracks will do. Satisfying, and no commitment woes. So why not snackable exercise? When it comes to moving our bodies, we're stuck in an all-or-nothing mindset. No time for a 45-minute cardio session? Then we just scrap the idea altogether. We don't have time to take a shower or change our clothes? Well, then if we just do anything, it's not going to count. But hold on a minute. Have you ever heard of NEAT? That's non-exercise activity thermogenesis, which is a fancy term for all the small movements you make throughout the day. Standing, pacing, even fidgeting. It adds up, folks. In fact, NEAT is a better predictor of your longevity than that morning jog you almost skipped. I'm going to repeat that because it's important. NEAT is a better predictor of your longevity than that morning jog you almost skipped. So that friend of yours that's always just moving, but doesn't go out for the hour bike ride that you do may actually be healthier. So let's rename those small exercise snacks to what they really are. They're movement opportunities. Imagine doing a quick set of lunges while waiting for your coffee to brew, or some seated leg raises during a Zoom call. Trust me, these exercise snacks add up, and they make a significant impact on your well-being. And they can give you that reset recharge in the same way that a banana might if you're hungry. And there aren't just physical, there are mental snacks too. So many people think meditation is just a time suck. Oh my gosh, 15 to 20 minutes? Who has time for that? Have you ever heard of a breathing snack? A couple of deep breaths. Or a 4-6-8 count breath where you inhale for 4, hold for 6, exhale for 8. These can serve as a mini meditation session. Like the movement snacks, these little moments of mindfulness accumulate into a more balanced, calmer you. And if you haven't heard of it, there's this little thing called screen apnea, where when you look at a screen all day long, you start to breathe shallow. And this breathing shallow can cause tension in your neck and your upper back and even cause headaches. And just taking a couple of deep breathing snacks can help reset you. You can snack your way through a project. Feel overwhelmed, it's massive, so many moving parts. Just snack it. Break it down into smaller, digestible, pun intended, tasks. Maybe you start by jotting down ideas on sticky notes or outlining a single slide for a presentation. We've heard it before, Rome wasn't built in a day, but they were laying bricks every hour. The bottom line is, every moment counts. So the next time you think, I don't have time for this, remember, you have time for a snack. Whether it's tackling a project, catching a breather, or squeezing in some squats, every little bit contributes to your overall productivity, wellness, and satisfaction. After lunch every day, I try to go outside for a walk, and sometimes it's 20, 25 minutes, but there are other times where if I just go around the block, it's 3.5 minutes. But it still counts, and I feel better because I did something for me. I got out in the sunshine, and I was just able to be quiet. Let's make life more snackable. I mean, you're listening to a podcast series that's only 3 to 15 minutes long per episode. That's a snack, right? Thank you for listening to the RaderCo Health Powered Productivity Podcast. The resources mentioned are linked in the show notes. If you found this podcast valuable, please subscribe, leave a review, and share it with someone you know who could benefit. For more bite-sized tips, our top recommendations, and to learn more about working with myself and the RaderCo team, from consulting and coaching to speaking and more, visit helloraderco.com.